His Girl Friday is a 1940 film starring Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell. Directed by Howard Hawks, this film is perhaps best known for its fast-talking, overlapping dialogue.
He was unconscious when they opened the desk. Williams put up a desperate struggle, but the police overpowered him. He offered no resistance. He tried to shoot out with the cops, but his gun wouldn't work.
To break through a whole cordon of police. Duffy, the morning post just turned Williams over to the sheriff. Put the cops on these people. More later.
Sullivan's note received by the sheriff led to Williams' capture.
But dialogue is not an independent entity. It must always be in service of the story. A good way to understand dialogue is to look behind it and try to see the character's objective, what he or she wants to accomplish. This is true not just for the entirety of the movie, but for each individual scene as well. In his book, Story, Robert McKee explains, "A scene is a story in miniature. In each scene, a character pursues a desire related to his immediate time and place." So I thought I would analyze a scene of His Girl Friday to see what one character's objective is and what they try to do to accomplish it. I chose the first scene between Walter and Hildy, mainly because I was interested in seeing how much we can tell from these two characters based on the first time we see them together on camera. In this scene, Hildy comes to Walter's office. Her objective is to tell Walter the big news. She is engaged to another man and is quitting the newspaper business. Walter tries to get Hildy back, both in the newspaper as a reporter and as his wife. We'll be looking at how Walter attempts to do that throughout the scene.
Well, Walter, I see you're still at it.
It's the first time I ever double-crossed the governor. What can I do for you?
Well, would you mind if I sat down?
There's been a lamp burning in the window for you, honey. Here.
All right, let's stop for a sec. Here we see the first encounter with Walter and Hildy. Walter immediately tries to get close to Hildy by offering her to sit on his lap. That establishes the first way in which Walter will try to win Hildy over: physical contact. Also, note the blocking. He is sitting, she is standing. He is literally below her, and if she were to sit, she would drop down to his level. If she wants to be rid of him, she can't do that. So,
Oh, I jumped out that window a long time ago, Walter.
she refuses. Therefore, Walter must find another way to get to her. In this next part, we see Walter turn to Hildy to ask her the big question.
Well. How long is it?
How long is what?
You know what? How long is it since we've seen each other?
Oh, well, let's see. I spent 6 weeks in Reno, then Bermuda. Oh, about 4 months, I guess. Seems like yesterday to me.
Maybe it was yesterday, Hildy. Been seeing me in your dreams?
This last comment, "been seeing me in your dreams," together with the hand gesture, showcases the second strategy Walter uses to get Hildy back: humor. Despite their differences, Walter and Hildy both share a certain sense of humor. But here, Walter uses humor as a defense mechanism. He hears Hildy talk about her travels and how much fun she had, so much so that she smiles and says,
Seems like yesterday to me.
Walter feels threatened by Hildy being happy without him. So how does Hildy respond to this?
Oh, no, Mama doesn't dream about you anymore, Wally. You wouldn't know the old girl.
She shoots him down again. Time for Plan C.
Ah, you're repeating yourself, Walter. That's the speech you made the night you proposed.
Yeah, I notice you still remember
Of
it.
course I remember it. If I didn't remember it, I wouldn't have divorced you.
Yeah, so I wish you hadn't done that, Hildy.
Done what?
Divorce me. Makes a fellow lose all faith in himself. Almost gives him a feeling he wasn't wanted.
Here, Walter is close to Hildy, but moves away when she brings up the divorce and looks away from her. This is probably when we see Walter at his most honest moment, not coming up with a plot, not lying or conning anyone, which, as we know, he does throughout the film, but actually showing emotion, his third strategy to win her over. He thinks that by playing the sad puppy and showing that he can express his feelings, that she will warm up to him. But
Oh, now look, Junior, that's what divorces are for.
she doesn't. She can see right through that. He immediately comes up with a new plan.
Why, divorce doesn't mean anything nowadays, Hildy. Just a few words mumbled over you by a judge. We've got something between us nothing can change.
He says, "We've got something between us nothing can change." He's sweet-talking, complimenting her and the relationship in a way that will hopefully make her feel nostalgic. And it works.
Well, I suppose you're right in a way, Walter.
Sure, I'm right.
I am fond of you, you know.
And a girl?
Hildy responds to it, and Walter is so confident that he touches her, going back to physical contact, his first strategy. But then she kills the moment by saying,
I often wish you weren't such a stinker.
having run out of plans, Walter's best course of action is to repeat them, in hopes that they will stick a second time.
I have
Tell
a
me
lunch
everything.
date already.
Tell him I'll break it.
I cannot break
Sandy,
it.
you
Will
can't.
you
Come
take
on.
your hands off me? What are you playing, osteopath? He doesn't treat me like an errand boy either, Walter. He treats me like a woman.
It does it? How did I treat you? Like a watered buffalo?
Walter,
Listen, I made a great reporter out of you, Hildy, but you won't be half as good on any other paper, and you know it. We're a team, that's what we are. You need me, and I need you, and the paper needs both of
Sold
us.
American.
Got a better offer, huh?
You bet I've got a better
All right, go on, take it. Work for somebody else. That's the gratitude I get.
When used correctly, dialogue in film can be a powerful tool. It not only drives the plot forward, but it can give us an insight into a character's personality, his worldview, and his relationships. In the end, Walter fails, but knowing how he operates and what strategies he uses to get what he wants helps us understand all his future actions.